Woo. Let me take these big old popsicle glasses off, everybody. I just want to say happy Friday. Happy Faithful Friday. I just love this song. This song is sang by Charmaine DuPont, and it's called Faith. And I tell you, living in these days and times, you got to have a lot of faith. And I sure do. I'm so thankful to God that I do have my faith. You got to. You got to have faith. You ain't got to have a lot of it, but you got to have some just to make it through time. Hi, everybody. My name is Katie Lowe, and I want to welcome you to Rhythm Flow Radio Live Stream right here on Meta, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Spreaker. We have a great show live lined up for you today. And always on Fridays at 5, everybody in America knows what happens. It's only one thing that happens on a Friday at 5, and that is a conversation with Brother Raymond. And I am so happy to be a part of an organization called Brothers Standing Together. And today I had the opportunity to actually go out and serve. One of my pictures did not come out right, but before I bring in Brother Raymond, I just want to give you a sneak preview of some of the giving that this organization does. Not only do they advocate for men, women, and incarcerated men, women, and children that are returning citizens coming back into society, but they also advocate for senior citizens. And today I had the opportunity to go to one of the senior satellite centers, and we did a raffle along with a bingo. And the lady that won the prize today, her name was Miss Betty, and I got a chance to get a selfie with her. So let me share this picture of Miss Betty. Okay, I hope Miss Betty pops up here. Hold on. Maybe I got myself back in the screen and I have removed them. So you saw Miss Betty, who won the prize, and Cynthia Yarrington, who is a coordinator at the Senior Satellite Center. She is part of Catholic Charities. So this will be going on every Friday at the Senior Center, right on I believe that's about 5100 West, no, West Congress. So we'll be there every Friday along with their bingo. And one other picture I'm going to show you later on, and that's giving, and that will be giving to the young women who are at an alternative school. So I'll show you that picture at the end of the day. And without further ado, I will bring you none other than Brother Raymond Richard.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another conversation, Brother Raymond. I'm your host. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome guest. Awesome guest. But as always, before we do anything, we give reference to God. So y'all bow your heads, please. Heavenly Father, we come to you thanking you for allowing us to be able to see another day, waking us up in our right frame of mind. Lord, we ask that you can continue to keep us from all hurt, harm, and danger. Protect our city, protect our children, protect our families and loved ones. We ask that you protect our streets, Lord, protect our youth. We pray all these things in your mighty, magnificent Son, Jesus' name. Amen. Everybody say amen. Yes. I have the distinct opportunity to have a guest on here that is a sister of mine. She's in the struggle. She helps black minority, powerful sister. She is a chef, ladies and gentlemen. And we're gonna bring on right now. Her name is Chef Chrissy. That's what I call her, Chef Chrissy.
Hi,
Hey, Chef Chrissy, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you this evening?
All right, long time no hear from.
I know, I know. Come on, you got to get some food. You got to get some
I
food.
know I gotta get back. I gotta get back. I gotta get back. How
Yeah,
you been? I see. Oh, the house is looking immaculate. Watch out now. You got the
thank
big
you, thank you.
piano, and all that old good old stuff. That's what hard work can do. That's what that good Creole food can do for you.
Yes, yes,
Before we get
absolutely.
into it, I'm just gonna first I want to say happy birthday to everybody celebrating a birthday, and our condolences go out to anyone who has lost a loved one. Our hearts are with you. Brother Stand Together is here to help you, uplift you in your time of bereavement. Lord knows we definitely have to continue to uplift our people and keep our people strong, and we have to work together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's work together. Yes, sir. Look at old Chrissy. How you doing? Long time no see.
I'm doing great, doing great.
You,
Business is great.
I,
So,
and it eluded me. You did what year did you do our gala?
oh, that was maybe 2016, 17.
Right, I knew it was one of them. We
Yes,
did our
yes.
show, and so I'll never forget it. That food was so good. Them people was tearing that stuff up. Boy.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
They
Yes,
was
I can't wait
tearing
for
it up,
you to do
tearing it up.
something else. We got
I'm
some
gonna
stuff.
read for y'all a little bit of this. Fork Fantasy Creole and Soul Food Catering started in 2014 by Chef Chrissy G. She offers authentic Creole and soul food with a twist. Fork Fantasy puts a spin to the original classic like shrimp and grits, cakes, pot roast, and potatoes, and soul muffins. Y'all hear that? Soul muffins, which is the complete dinner in a tiny bite. Now, before I go any further, give us a little background on that, because that sounds like, man, delicious. Well, it was delicious, y'all. For y'all did anybody that didn't
Yes, the soul muffins have gotten so popular. It just started off with, Thanksgiving leftovers. And then and I said, well, what am I gonna do with all of this stuff? And I said, hey, what if I just put it all together? So the soul muffin is a dressing mini cupcake. Then you have your greens, you have your turkey, you have cranberry sauce, and then that's all topped off with a turkey gravy in a
oh,
small little bite. So yeah, everybody goes crazy every time they have them at events. They're the most popular dish. So yeah,
right. It
please.
said you've been cooking for over 25 years.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I've been cooking since I was a little girl. It started off with dips and little dishes like that. But
Uh-huh.
then, I loved it. I enjoyed it. So it went on from there.
Okay, so you done moved up in a commercial kitchen with
Yeah.
restaurant owners and chefs at your church. And we fellow, I didn't know you was from Trinity.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I worked in the
I grew up in
prison
Trinity.
ministry. You know, I was
Yeah.
in the prison ministry from 2009 into 2015, I think it was.
Wow. Yes, I didn't know that. Yes, yes. I grew up in Trinity,
Mhm.
all the way back with Reverend Wright. Absolutely. And now
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
absolutely.
Emeritus. Yes, sir. Emeritus, right. That's right.
Absolutely.
We have,
Absolutely.
I'd say we got that in common. You worked hard at school, graduated with a degree in
Yeah.
surgical, what is this?
Surgical technology, yes. And
Wow.
sanitation, yes.
So what made you transition from that to the kitchen? I mean, because here you is with your degree. And is that's funny because a lot of people say that the degree people go and work hard and they don't even focus in that lane, they go somewhere else.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it at all. It just started by I was working in a hospital and I ended up not working there anymore. And in between jobs, I was like, I need to get some money. So a friend of
I
mine
know
was
that's right.
like, well, people are always asking you to cook and you're always making these big pans for people and they're paying you for them. You should maybe do some dinners. And it started off in the back of my car doing dinners to people that I knew and stopping in barber shops, beauty shops. And when I say it just took off, I didn't expect it at all. And I just kept going with it. And here I am today.
Yeah, all over the place. All over the place.
All over.
So we ain't gonna stop it. I want give us some of them insights, all the places you've been in since you've been Fork Fantasy. Where you get that from? That's so unique. Fork
Fork
Fantasy.
Fantasy. So Fork Fantasy came from I wanted my customers to get a different type of feel when they eat my food. I want them to have a whole experience when they eat my food. So I want it to be like a fantasy experience and
Okay.
be on your fork. So that's why we specialize in Creole and soul food. But what we're really known for is our unique finger foods. Everything comes different, like the soul muffins and then the shrimp and grit cakes. Everything is very unique in how it's presented. And people are like, what is that? It looks so pretty, but what is it? And they like that. And once
Yeah.
they taste it, they're like, oh my God, this is really good. So that's what we're going for. And we like to do something different. You have to keep up with times, and people like different food. They like the pretty food and they like something that everybody else doesn't have. So that's what we do at Fork Fantasy. So the finger foods are very popular, very popular.
So give us some insights of where some of the places that you work with, some of the big companies.
Oh man. So I'm on Easy Cater, which is corporate catering. So I've done corporate catering for hospitals, Advocate, Guaranteed Rate. I've done Silver Room block parties. I've done the Black Taste of Chicago. I'm everywhere,
Wow.
whoever needs food, law firms. I've done everybody
Have
throughout.
you have your expertise took you across the waters?
Not yet, not yet. I'm trying to get there. Look, I'm trying to get there. It's coming soon. I know it's coming soon.
Oh yeah, yes it is.
Oh yes.
Because it's amazing. The food was magnificent,
Thank you.
and people still talk about that. They still talk about that, man. You know,
Thank you.
and then you was in Chicago Sunday brunch news
Oh
segment
yeah.
highlighting your famous Cajun shrimp and grits. How was that experience like?
That was awesome. It was so awesome to be a part of the Sunday brunch segment on WGN. And I got a chance to show everybody how it's made. My shrimp and grits is made. And I got so many
Right.
phone calls and people who did actually try it. They were like, it is really good. But so yes, it was a great experience, really good experience.
And then
Try to
I
get my
see you've been
talent out
working
to
with
the world.
you've been advocating health care. You work with the older men and women.
Absolutely.
Bereaved communication judges, high
Yep.
profile attorneys, NBA referees. That's just to name a few. She say just to name a few, y'all. She gonna
Yes.
give y'all an eighth of them. She ain't gonna get all to you. She gave y'all an eighth.
Yes.
And so I
Yes.
mean, it's awesome. But I mean, just you just blessed our spirit. I knew that at the event, everybody was blessed. We thank Kendra,
Yes.
and oh, she gonna kill me if I don't remember her name.
But that's what we take pride in. We like to come out and we like for people to enjoy the food, and we like for them to say, well, come on, I don't know what it was, I don't know the name of it, but I need some more of that little muffin thing. Yeah, it makes my soul feel so
Right, right,
good. Like
right.
I smile on the inside, and that's where I get the most appreciation at the end of the event when everything's over and everybody's like, that was just really good, and you're very professional and your staff is professional, and just everything about it is just they like it. And so
Yes,
we take pride in that. We treat our customers with
yes.
A1 respect. Whatever they need, we make sure we take care of them.
But that's good. That's good, and that's very important to have your team, in accordance with what you're doing, because at the end of the day, it's for fantasy that they'll be talking about. So if they ain't in position, then but you got them in position. You
Yeah.
it was like because the focus fairies, they was like, wow.
Oh yes,
And when I'm like, man, she's like, man, we can get. That's what. Let's go. Let's get her. Let's see what's going on. And so,
I love working with the Focus Fairies, working with the young ladies, and we
yes,
make dips and we've made cake pops, and I love working with them. That's on a whole nother level of gratification.
yeah, yeah, and,
Like
and that's part of the giving back that you guys always do as well. So
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
goes without saying, and it's just it's that's what blesses my heart. Hey Sean, hey Bob, hey Shuby, Barbara Crosby, and Didi. And so what we want to get into now, your favorite finger foods. Now, give us a rundown on some of the famous finger foods because
Oh
them
man.
things are still yummy. Boy, I can't wait. When next time I come to Chicago, I got to come and check y'all out.
Yes, yes. So we have the mac and cheese bites, which is like a little bite-sized mac and cheese that you could just pick up and eat. We do the skewers, chicken, shrimp, steak skewers. We do salmon skewers. We do sliders are real popular. The egg rolls. Oh, we do it all. We do it all.
So,
So go ahead.
so let me ask you, how is the timing, the preparation? Ooh, how is that? Because I know that's got to be strenuous. You got to be because that's
Yeah.
got to be looking like it comes straight out of a book. So we like, man, how does she do that?
We got it down packed now. It used to be like, oh my goodness, it's a lot, but now we got it down packed. It's a science. We have a system that we use, so everybody works together and we pull it together fairly quickly. But I mean, we get it done. We get it done just
Mhm.
for the people. We want to make sure you guys have a wonderful event and that you guys enjoy the food and you can look at it and post it and think, oh, it's so cute. And people, everything's about
Yeah.
social media. So as soon as you post it, they're like, where did that come? What is that?
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
yes, yes.
Because it's like it's so rewarding. So she said, what inspired you to become a chef? One of the guests asked.
What inspired me? My family is full of cooks. My grandmother used to have a restaurant, and we have a Creole background, soul food, and all of that. And I was always in the kitchen with my grandmother, with my mother. I have an aunt, and she used to bake. She used to come in town. She didn't even live in Chicago. She lived in California. She used to come in town just to bake cakes for people because they requested them every holiday, and I would help her do that. My mom being in the kitchen asking questions. Well, what is that? How do you do that? And then I took to it. I took to it being in the kitchen with my grandmother, and she would be, oh, I want you to do this. I don't want to. I don't feel like doing it. If you want to eat that, well, you're gonna have to make it. You're gonna have to learn how to make it. And that's what I did. So now I've added my own little spin to things, and here we are. Here we
Yes, yes. And it's got to be so inspiring for the young ladies and, the young ladies to see
are.
such a
Absolutely.
powerful sister that's doing this. And not only that, you got a kind heart and you give back and you help build up young ladies as well. Like we were talking about the focus figures with the mentoring piece. And not only that, it's like when you see a powerful sister and good food, that's a perfect combination. That's a perfect combination.
Yeah.
And
I
not
want the
only
young
that,
ladies to know that anything is possible. It wasn't always easy for me. It was kind of rough for me as a child, but if I could do it, anybody could do it. And I really do believe that my life is a testimony. So I love doing things with young ladies and the youth and teenagers and showing them the way how business runs and how to do certain things. So some of my staff, even I've trained them, where they came in just serving food. Now they know how to garnish. They know how to set up the whole event. They know how to do all of that. And it's all in from working with me and training them and showing them how it's done. So now they have that under their belt, even if that's not what they want to do in life. Now they have another skill added on. And that's a great thing for
and
me.
that's very important. It's very
Yes.
important that you said that because we want the young men and the women to learn something. But even if you don't do it, it's always good to have it under your belt just in case, because you never know what part of the world you might end up in and what they're doing. Like here in Houston, they cook. Everybody cook. They love to cook. There's places everywhere. So and so that's a good thing to start. So that's also great. And then not only that, Chrissy, let's talk about the let's talk about Chris. We ain't talking about the chef.
Okay.
So your personal struggles. You talking about your personal testimonies and things of that thing. And you living in where you grew up in.
Well, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, but my mom passed away when I was 12. So
Uh-huh.
when my mom passed away, and I was there when she passed. So that was really hard for me. And a young woman or a young girl losing her mother, that's
Yeah.
somebody who she looks up to. And it makes things a little bit more difficult. And who's supposed to teach me this now? me and her were supposed to do this. So yeah, I had to adjust to a whole different way of life. So I ended up living with my grandmother, and she picked up the ball and she carried me into where I am today. So yes.
So,
But
a question: they said, what type of education is required to become a professional chef?
so you can go to culinary school and get trained that way, or you could take classes, or you could just dibble and dabble in the kitchen and try different things and see if it works. So, I've taken classes. Like I said, I grew up in the kitchen, so it's always just come natural for me to cook. But absolutely, it's a whole bunch of different routes that you can take. You don't have to go to culinary school to be a chef. You could absolutely, be a home chef, or if
Hmm.
your food is good, that's all people want. As long as your food is good and you know how to prepare it properly and safely, then yes, absolutely, you could become a chef. Absolutely, get your
So,
certifications.
going back, you say your grandmother raised you in
Yeah,
what community? Was it Inglewood? Was it Roseland? Hot?
Pill Hill. Yeah,
Uh
we
oh,
Pill.
Peel Hill.
Yes, yes,
I got a buddy stay over there, so I know
yes,
I'm familiar with Peel Hill. Okay,
yes, yep.
okay,
Right off of Stony. So yeah, I'm familiar. Like I said, I grew up on the south side towards west in the Beverly area, and then I went from that area to the east side. So yeah, it was definitely a change, but I adapted like I needed to. You
right,
have to
right,
learn
right.
how to adapt and
What
get used.
what high school did you go to?
So I went to Morgan Park High School on
Okay,
111th. So yes,
okay,
Mustangs. Hey.
okay. Now, did you go to college or you just went straight into catering?
I did. I went to UIC in college, and then I also went to another school called Brown Mackey for my surgical technology degree.
Right.
And then after that, I got certified as a surgical technologist. So, yeah, and I still have those certifications too. And that's what I tell my staff, my young staff, and people who I talk to all the time like, yeah, I'm a chef, but I still have my credentials. So, if I ever wanted to go back and practice in the operating room, I could go and do that. So, that's always something to fall back on.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? Now I have to ask you that, Chrissy. What prepared you to go into that field?
So my mom was a nurse, and I guess looking at her growing up and being in the hospital, and her compassion for the patients, and just her bedside manner was amazing. And I've always liked helping people. I've always
Okay.
liked to do things for people. So absolutely. I don't know. I just kind of took to it, and it was something different every day being in the operating room and being able to help out during a surgery. That's something major. It's like you get gratification from that also. Like, wow, I just helped save this person's life. So
Right.
yeah, it,
Right.
it was great. It was great. It was something different, but God had another calling for me. So
Yeah. He said your gifts will make room, and that's one of the things it did. It made room for you.
yes,
But
absolutely.
I just was blown away. I'm sitting there blown away, like, wow, she was in a surgical room. She was getting the tools set up and all
Yep.
this stuff, ready to
Yep.
perform on people, saving people's lives. So that's another part of your testimony that you can share with the young ladies when you go speak at these mentoring programs and get them so much insight because, we want to inspire our youth in all ways, in every aspect that we can. And then we understand the troubles because they see this side of us, but they don't see where we came from. So we have to
Absolutely.
enlighten them on that and let them know that as well. So that is a great, great thing.
They
Great.
get it. Oh, they totally get it. So I have my goddaughter working with me now, and like on her first event, I know she was looking like, "Oh, this is gonna be nothing." Oh, by the end of the event, she was like, "This was so much fun, but I am so tired." I said, "I know it's hard work. It's hard work."
Right, right,
She just
right,
had this big smile on her face because she was like, "Oh, this was so much fun, though. I enjoyed doing it." She was like, "But I didn't know you had to do all of this." Yeah, it's a lot.
right.
But yeah,
Because
she's like, "I'll do it over again. We can do it. Just call me every time you need me. Just call me." So yeah, now I have her working with me.
okay. So how many youth do you have working with you?
So right now I have a staff of about five
Okay,
people,
okay, okay.
and myself. So yeah,
Right, right,
we work
right,
it out.
right.
We work it out.
Yes, yes. And what's the biggest event that you have thrown thus far?
The biggest event I would have to say would be the Silver Room Block Party. That was major. That was major. It was really nice. And then we had a big challenge because on the day that we were there being a vendor, it stormed. And when I say it stormed bad. So we had a line, I mean, a line down the street, and it rained. People didn't even get out of line. They didn't even. They said we're gonna just stand here and just get rained on, and they just stood there and waited for their food. And then after the rain let up, when I tell you, people just came right back. They came right back. I mean,
Right.
hundreds of people. It was amazing experience. Amazing experience. So yeah, hopefully next year I'll get into the taste. I know I had a little schedule conflict this year, so I couldn't do the taste of Chicago. But next year I'm definitely trying to get in there too.
Okay. Now, what I was going to ask you, that was going to be my next question. What are some of the bigger arenas that you're aspiring to do? I know you
Oh
said
man.
a taste. That's one. Okay.
Yes, yes, the taste. I definitely want to do Silver Room again. All festivals. I love doing festivals. I want to do, celebrity activities, concerts, and behind the scenes activities like that. That would be awesome. I'm a personal chef too, so I go out to people's houses and I cook for them. So, just to be like maybe a celebrity personal chef or, something like that. That
Something
would be
like that. Look, something, something. That's right.
That'll be pretty cool. That'll be pretty cool.
I can see that. So they
Yes.
say, where can the public taste Chef Chrissy's food at?
Oh man, you guys could just give me a call. I'm in the process right now of starting up my Fork Fantasy restaurant. So that will be coming soon. That'll be
Nice.
here. Hopefully, we're aiming at about early next year, early 2023. But
Okay.
meanwhile, we still are working. So all you have to do is give us a call to schedule food, whatever you want, whatever you need. We're here for it. So I also do weekly meals. So I come out with a menu, a different menu every single week. I send it out to certain families who said they want to be on the list, and the families just pick what they want, and I deliver it on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So that has been going very well, especially through the pandemic. People were scared to come out, but still
Yes.
wanted, good food and something different, and they were scared to go to stores. They were scared to do anything. We all were, because I even took a break at the beginning of the pandemic, but I was said people were still calling and they were like, "You ain't
Yeah.
got no food," and I'm like, "Y'all still want me to cook right now? I'm nervous. I'm scared. I don't know what's going on the outside. So what's happening?" So they all were like, "No, we trust you. We know you got the surgical background and you're certified in sterilization and keeping everything sanitary. So we trust you." And that's where weekly meals started, and weekly meals took off from there also.
Wow. So it
So yeah, you
started
have
from the
to just give me.
pandemic,
Yes,
and now
yes.
it's a weekly thing. People
It's a
still
weekly
calling up,
thing.
ordering their food, getting
Absolutely.
on
You
the
can
list.
find me on Facebook, Instagram under Fork Fantasy. And you could go to www.forkfantasy.com. So I could be reached. Everything is under Fork Fantasy.
And they say Fork Fantasy has some amazing food
Oh,
and the best service.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
So man, and it's just so hard for us to, because when I first tasted, I was like, I looked at Kendra, I'm like, this shit, man, this is a bomb, and I can't say what I said, y'all, for the for the for the viewers purposes. But anyway, it melted in my mouth. It was like wow. And then not only that, when we turned around, it was gone. That's another
Yes,
thing I noticed. It be Fork Fantasy food be gone, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't
yes,
no
so fast.
spilling. Ain't gonna be no leftovers. Only way it's gonna be leftovers if you had it.
Yeah. So
If
that's
you
and
don't
that's
have
another thing that we do now. So I've learned over the time that I've been catering that when we have events, I always put up plates for the hosts and their family because at parties they're
yeah,
so busy hosting and running around they
yeah,
never
yes.
get to eat, and by the end of the event everything is gone. So they love that part. They're like, "I didn't get anything." I say, "Yes, you did. I got a plate for you guys for your host
Right.
told you
Right.
whatever
Okay.
in the back. I got you, you know. So they're like, oh my God, like that's amazing. So yeah,
Yeah.
I look out for everybody. I make sure everybody's straight.
Oh, that is definitely that's a hit right there
Yeah.
because like I know I know the feeling because I'm ripping and running. I'm grabbing a piece
Mhm.
here, trying to put something in my pockets. You can't put the stuff in your pocket. You got on a suit. I said, well, I'm trying to eat but yeah, and then not only that, it's just I think it's so inspiring that we can see that the culture where we come from, it's still the legacy is still going on and on. Okay, it come from the ancestors, then it come from grandma to mom. Now you carrying on the legacy. You have children?
Yes, I have a daughter. She's 6, and she's already in tune. She's in tune. She does the
Exactly.
German cupcakes. She does the cornbread. She's learned. She
See?
learned. Look, she's learned how to do the fantasy mac and cheese. Like
See?
she knows how to do it all. And I just look at her sometimes like you're 6.
Right.
She knows how to do it, and she's learning the smell. She'll come in the house and she'll say, "That's peach cobbler in the oven." How do you know? How do you know this? She's
Wow.
learning. She's
So
learning.
that's what I'm talking about. So the tradition is being passed down already, and what we had, because we had skipped that generational wealth.
Mhm.
So now folk fantasies can be passed down to your daughter,
Oh,
and it can continue to grow and grow. And that's some of the things that I really we have to get back to that we haven't been doing. So I commend you on that. And then not only that, you have young inspiring chefs working with you that one day might grow up and want to do their own thing. So now they got the tools and the know-how, and they done learn from their teacher. So now they go off and start doing their catering service. But this is what you encourage and you inspire because you want young entrepreneurs. We don't want, and that's a beautiful thing. That is beautiful. And so, like you talking about the chef, uh, I'm saying that I see it like, like a culinary school. I mean, for fantasy culinary arts, because
okay. I like the sound of that. I like the sound of that.
I
Okay.
can see that because you take so much pride in
Yes,
your work
I
and
do. I
the
do.
timing, and then everything's got to be level. That's why they say, yeah, she sanitized, she clean, so that your customers know you
Absolutely.
from the way that you lead, the way you do your work, so they know who you are. It's not even, let's order. We order from Forbes Fantasy. Let's order from there. We're not a second guess. Well, others be like, man, you want to get it from there because over there, they said they had this over there and that. No,
Hmm.
but see, Forbes Fantasy, you don't have to worry about that. So that's a good thing. And
Yes.
then the humility, because even though you were there, you were doing it. You had a smile. Your like to say, your crew is always professional. Y'all on point. Getting it together. One go down, y'all don't even let it go down. Y'all get the other one ready, prepared,
Absolutely.
and so
Absolutely.
that's the teamwork, which always they say make the dream work, and that is something very very inspiring to know that even though where we come from, quote unquote, we still produce the diamonds in the rough,
Absolutely.
and you were one of them diamonds, and now you shining bright like you're supposed to. And it's like I say, the sky's only the limit because Lord knows I already see you overseas. I see you around different continents and different folks fantasy franchise. I see that
Absolutely.
because of the hard work and the dedication you're doing. They said we're so proud of our girl Chrissy, Mama Creole,
Oh,
Mama
Mama.
Curl and Papa, Mama Curl and
Yeah.
Papa.
Hey, thank you.
And
Thank you.
so that's another thing I'm talking about because when you look at it, see, you're a visionary. So you envision it and you sing it. It started out, so many other entrepreneurs, they start out from the car.
Absolutely.
Now you finna open up your restaurant. Now you start. Now Lord bless you with your franchises and stuff like that, and there you go. You well on your way, and I just commend you. I just love it. That's why I say we get Chris. I got to get Chris on my show because I was going through my list, and my partner was like, "Raymond, what? All the people you know? You ain't?" I said, "Yeah, let me go through my list. Let me get to my list." Because so much had been going on. I still haven't Derek. I haven't booked her. I haven't even booked Kendra. I haven't booked so many people.
Oh
Kenya,
yeah. Oh
because
yeah.
that
Oh
Focus Ferry Dynasty is just it's amazing. Then they just had they gala, the
yeah.
shoe ball,
Yes.
sneaker
Food.
ball,
Yes.
and
Yes.
so
Black
You know,
excellence all around you is what, yes, black
right.
excellence. Those ladies
And
are,
that's the whole thing. The black, we have to get back to it and show people it's black excellence. And that's what I be preaching to my daughter. I know I'll be getting on her nerves, but my daughter got a little construction company, so I'll be telling her, you got to go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because I want her, like, I want to make sure that my children have something when God calls me.
absolutely.
Because I didn't inherit nothing. So I want to make sure that God, He's gave me the gift. The Bible says your gift will make room. So as it's making room, I want to prepare so that my children will have something. And that's the generational wealth we were talking about, and we can pass it on as it dies right there. And as we see so many artists that goes on and die and don't have anything left. And so I don't want that. So I'm creating that. So my daughter watching now, so she's gonna like, Daddy, I'm gonna get you. I know you're gonna get me. Give me later. But anyway, that's what it is. So now you're on Facebook, you're on Instagram,
LinkedIn. I'm on, I have a
LinkedIn,
website. Yes, I
got
had
the
it all.
website. Oh, they got the website. Okay, and they can put it. Y'all, I'm gonna have her put it on my page, y'all. Y'all need to go. I'm telling y'all, for
Yes.
you Chicagoans, go and order your food from this. I'm telling y'all, you will not be disappointed. I promise you won't.
Yes, yes. I
Food is
can't
off
wait for
the
everybody to
chain.
come to the restaurant where they could come into the restaurant and get the full
Right,
fantasy experience. I'm so excited about
right,
that. We have
right.
some great things in store for Fork Fantasy Restaurant. Oh, I can't wait for people to come in and see it. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be
I can
wonderful.
see already if the catering done took off like this. I can just imagine
The
how the
restaurant's
restaurant
going to
gonna be,
be
and you
a
got the
whole,
restaurant and the catering going. It's gonna be where you're gonna be so busy, man, man, man. But that's the thing about teaching, so that way you don't have to do the bulk of it. You know what you have to do, but you'll have some help, and that's good.
absolutely.
Okay. So now, are you in the schools at all? Are you going around in the schools?
So yeah, I actually do. I've been doing charter schools, doing catering for charter schools. I've been sponsored to do CPS events. I've done
Wow.
I've done so much. I've done it all.
So let me. Have you tapped into the motivational speaking? Because that's motivational.
No,
Especially for
I
our young
haven't.
sisters, because to see that, to see this is amazing because we hear it so much. They
Yes,
say her jerk salmon tacos are phenomenal.
I
I can.
yes.
I already listen. I already know this woman cooks. Everything she cooks is off the chain. I just know it.
Yes, I would absolutely love to do motivational speaking. And I'm going to try to do that because I know it's other young ladies and young men who have grown up and they didn't have the ideal life and they didn't grow up with everything and they have so much going against them, especially now. And they need to know that it is hope. They need to know that it is a way for them to make it. And I know people say it all the time, if I make it you can make it, but I strongly believe, because when I was young, like I said, I had a rough childhood, and so now looking back on everything, I would have never thought that I am where I am now.
Yeah.
And all of that builds into your character and makes you into the person
Oh,
that you are today. So I would definitely share my story, and I would hope that it would motivate a whole bunch of people, adults and the youth.
we have our next week guest. She's tuned in.
Mhm.
Miss Warfield. She's tuned in.
Oh,
She'll be.
Khadijah.
Huh?
Khadijah.
No.
No.
E Flow Warfield. She'll be in. She's a phenomenal sister. I'm talking about. Oh my God, creation. I mean, just entrepreneur spirit is just rising and rising, and I love it. And when I see it, I tap into it, and I just want to get you guys on the show because it's on YouTube, Sprinter, and it's all over, so people can hear you. They can tune in. They can go back and tune in, and then we can get it on your page, so
Absolutely.
people can watch this because we want to let people know the everyday people, the hustle and the bustle. Now, I know a lot of people, but that's not the primary focus. The primary focus is for the people who go out every day and make a difference in somebody's lives in some
Absolutely.
sort of way. And so
Absolutely.
you are one, and Sister Warfield is another one. And I want to get my brother Pip Dukes on the show. My daughter, she acting like she's scared. I guess Sister Crosby can come on, and Sister Sean Chu. I want people, everyday people, to come on my show because I want people to be inspired and let them know that, like you just said, you can be a chef. You come around training if you got to go training. So she has an outlet, and I can see that. And we want this. This is what the conversation with Brother Raymond is all about. It's not about all my celebrity friends and all my political friends, even though I have them on periodically. But for the most part, I want people that's doing the work. And you are very inspiring. Ever since I met you, I've watched, I've followed you. You haven't let up. You continue on your quest to excellence and greatness, and that I take my hat off, even though I ain't got nothing on. But I take it off to you because so many people get complacent. Let's talk about that, because they get complacent and they think they have arrived, and then they slack up. And there ain't no offense, but I can say a few restaurants in the city of Chicago that used to be unique. Now they go from the uniqueness to the can, to cut corners and all that. And that's what I'm talking about, complacent, because they done got it. Now we made it. So no, we haven't made it. Yeah. And we have to always have that hunger mentality to where the same way we started, this is how we want to finish this.
Absolutely.
So that when a legacy is passed on, they'll inherit that, and they won't get to the place where they get so complacent where I can do this or I can dilute this. No, we want it fresh.
We want the real deal. Absolutely.
We want the real greens. We don't want the greens out the can.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want the yams out the can. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, we don't do canned greens. We don't do canned sweet potatoes. We don't do all that over here. We actually pick greens.
Hey, what's up?
It is the whole event when we pick greens.
Chrissy, yes. We got Deacon Price on here.
Yes.
Yeah, from Trinity, Trinity.
Yes,
Deacon Price. Right. Yeah, that's the whole thing about that. And so when we talk about that, that's what we wanted to keep the authenticity in it, because it's very popular and it's needed.
Because, it is. There's a lot of people.
It's like with the with the basketball players and anywhere when people start to make it, it seems like they slack off. That's why I take my hat off to LeBron. I took my hat off to the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Because he never let up. Michael ain't let up. Yeah, even when he was on his way out the door, he was still that dude. Now he didn't have everything he had, but he developed a jump shot that you couldn't touch. So he still gave him 110%, even on his way out the door. And that's what we want. And we want to inspire that in our children and our youth, to let them know, if you give 110%, you'll get it out. But if you don't, you're only going to get out what you put in. And that's the thing. And you have been a blessing to many. And a lot of people you don't even know, you probably haven't even met. Because doing so many different events. Deacon, this is Chrissy, the chef from Trinity. Yeah. Chrissy Guzman. Yep.
Yep.
We're talking about the chef. The next, we're gonna be looking at her a TV series on what's that, A or wherever it is, Bravo. Yeah. Because she's dynamic. And so that's what we talk about when we talk about this, because here you are a chef. And you're a sibling. How many siblings you have?
I have an older sister and a younger brother.
Okay. He's a top chef.
Oh yeah. That's
top chef.
I want to go on Top Chef. I want to go.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm talking about. And so, and then you letting them know it wasn't no rose petals. It was some hard times, but you overcame hard times, and now you have your setup. You get nice house. Yeah. Deacon Price said one of my daughters. Yeah, one of your daughters, Deacon Price. Yes. She on the show, and and I just commend you. I mean, from the time we met, nothing but genuine love. And we reciprocated. We put out the business together. We met, and I already knew. I said, "You're gonna blow, girl. You're gonna blow." When I first met you, I said, I knew it, because there ain't no taste like that. Sometimes you acquire a taste so divine and so unique that people, they can try to duplicate it. They can't. They can't. And that's one of the things. That's one you have. And then you have the bites. You have the you have the slides. You have and when I tasted the grits and the shrimp, what the? Yeah. You ain't in the South. She said, yeah, I am. I got it in me. That's so
Everybody, it's crazy when I go deliver sometimes, or when I go to the event, everybody's like, "Where's the chef? Where's the chef?" And I'm like, "I'm the chef," and they're like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Well, why not?" They say, "You don't look like you know how to cook all of this stuff." Oh yeah, it's like I
right.
cook
So,
like a
so how
little
does the
old
chef supposed to
lady.
look?
I do. I do. I cook like a little old lady, but it's okay. It's
Mhm.
okay.
Right, right, and that's the thing. And it's funny you said that because on some of my projects, I'll be on the project with my guys, and they'll come up and say, "Where's your boss?" And they'll start laughing. There you go, right there. Him? Like, yeah.
Right.
And I like, yeah, I'm the boss. I'm just here with the guys, helping out. Like, wow, we ain't used to that because they don't be used to seeing that the boss be there with them or at the events,
Yes.
stuff like that. But you're there and you're firsthand, and because they always say you have to lead by example. So you're leading by example, and then that's your name, that's your brand, and you love it.
Oh
Like
yes, I'm very
I tell
hands-on.
them,
I love seeing my
love it.
customers. I love making sure that they get the fantasy experience. I love being there. I love doing it. I love having the events and talking to the people and making sure that they have everything that they need. And it's just so rewarding for me. I love everything about it. I absolutely love it.
And they love it too, because I know that food be off the chain. It sure do.
Yes,
And then
yes.
the crowds, and then when you're doing the events, all the people you come in contact with and the
Oh yeah.
lives that you bless. Because even though they be events, some events people are invited to, and you don't get to eat on a regular basis.
Oh yeah.
And then
Oh
they
yeah.
come across Fork Fantasy and be like, "Oh my God, this
Yes.
is." Now whatever they didn't, they're not inspired to do something. And it comes from the smallest things. I'd be like, huh? You know, I kid you not, Chris. I'm sitting here. I'm on the computer, and then I start watching something. Oh, I was watching Serena and them, and I get an email. I looked at it, and that was the email that we had been waiting on to let me know that I passed the course and welcome to they call it TDJC, Texas Department Center of Justice, whatever. I forgot. I could get the language lingo. And it was like, whoa, okay. So now God has opened the door for me to go and bless people that I have never even met, even touched, and that's all because we come from a familiar place, and that's called Trinity United Church of Christ.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's the crazy thing about it is that was my first commercial kitchen experience at Trinity. I was trained by the chefs in the kitchen at Trinity. I was cooking with the men's chorus on their Sunday. Everybody had a Sunday where they cooked and
Right, right.
provided food for everybody. So I was in the kitchen with them and they taught me how to do it and they taught me how to work the commercial equipment. Mind you, I was a teenager. But I was in there and it became a every week thing. So that's how I started getting into the real deal kitchens. And so, yeah, it definitely helped. It definitely helped.
And my experience came from being in the prison ministry, meeting Deacon Price and Deacon Ed Mason, and
Yeah.
and so now that propelled me to go on and further, and that's what uh, Otis Moss, Pastor Moss always talk about, not just doing okay, it's good here, but the Bible talk about the highways and the byways, and that's what it's open for. Hey, Letitia, how you doing? And this is what I see us going. We on the highways now of life,
Absolutely.
and we're going to bless city to city and state to state and soon around the world. And then we're going across some waters too, because we gotta go home. We gotta touch back home where
Come
we come
on,
from.
let's go.
We
Let's
definitely
go.
got to touch it back, and that's one of my goals. And I can see folk fantasy, I can see focus theories that we
Absolutely.
all there doing what God would have us to do, and that's just giving back. You
And
know,
it's so crazy. I still feel like this is just the beginning for all of us. Yes, we have so
exactly,
much more to do out here, and we
indeed.
do amazing things. And especially when you help the community and you help people, it always comes back to you. It
and
always comes
and
back.
that's the thing about it. That's the beautiful thing about it. So that's why I know Fork Fantasy is going to be a blessing to so many families and friends and organizations and communities because what you guys do is like none other.
Yes, yes.
She catered on the Otis Dream movie set and we love it. Whoa, you did?
I sure did. Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't come on now, don't be holding the tip now. Spill the tip now. Because,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
still
we
saying, I'm
did.
looking for my position. I had to call the pastor. I need a spot on there.
Yes, yes, yep. We did Otis's Dream movie set. Yeah, we provided food for all of the actors and the cat. I'm sorry, the cast members and the set team and everybody. Yeah, they really enjoyed it, and we did something a little different every day. We had a different menu for them, so that was exciting. Also,
Wow.
especially since, like I said, I grew up in Trinity, so to still have a position and being able to cater with them, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love my Trinity family.
Yes, I do, and I take it everywhere. The experience that has taught me, I take it everywhere I go. And they always say, well, when people talk, like, man, where you get that? I'm from Trinity United Church of Christ.
Mhm.
Well, they like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Otis Mouse the third, baby. I
Yes.
mess with him. OM3.
Yes.
I be hitting him on the thing, and he be laughing, and I'm so proud. That's inspiration
Mhm.
to see his stuff coming to fruition. That's inspiration because he deserved it. He worked hard at it, and he never lost sight of the goal. Even with the pandemic, all the stuff that's been happening, and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, the the gift has made room, and now the doors is open. Now he has that. Now he's worldwide anyway. So
Oh
he,
yes. Oh yes.
he ain't Rob Bass, but he will be internationally known. So
Oh yes. Absolutely.
that's the thing about that, and it's just so inspiring to just know, that's my pastor, and he helped motivate me to do the things. And then I know he looks out. He don't always come on, but he looks out and he see us doing what we doing, and I know he's well pleased with his flock because we out serving the people and making a way and making headlines. And they said, well, that's and sometimes and that thing you don't have to say nothing because it speaks for itself, and that's good to be a Trinity, yeah, Trinitarian.
Trinity is everywhere. Trinity is such a big, loving community.
Man,
So
ain't it, man? Ain't
yes,
it?
everybody
And,
is just so amazing.
and
Everybody's
it's just awesome. It's just off the chain. And it's been a pleasure with you. I think we got 5 minutes. And so I want you to tell them all the places that they can find you.
okay.
And I also want you, I'm challenging y'all live to put your stuff on my page so that people can see it. They can go to it and y'all can order it. You can
Absolutely.
order it,
You can
and
order it.
she'll make it happen. Now, in the future, it's worldwide. We already spoke that into existence. So,
Oh, absolutely.
all my viewers
Absolutely.
that's in different cities, when you come to Chicago, you just gotta hit Fort Fantasy,
Absolutely.
and you'll be
Absolutely.
all right. You'll truly be blessed. That's no doubt because she is. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't had this food, go and get it. For those that's in Chicago, hit her up. Go and get her food. You're gonna love it. I guarantee. If you don't, I'll give you money back. That's how good. That's how good that food is. And you ain't
Yes.
never heard me say that. So I'm telling you, if you don't like her food, I'll get your money back because that's how good it is. But yeah, we want you to go there and we want you to check it out. And if nothing else for the experience, I'm telling you guys, you will not regret it. So give away where you at, Chrissy? Where you at?
Yes. So please, if you guys want to place an order or you want us to come cater your event, please give us a call. Number is 312-662-2858. You can also find us on Facebook under Fork Fantasy. You can find us on Instagram under Fork Fantasy 2.0. And just give us a call and we got you. We do it all. We do weddings, we do ladies' nights, we do birthday parties, baby showers, anything you can imagine. Even if you just
Pool parties, whatever you want.
yeah,
Whatever
personal.
occasion occurs for, Chrissy got you.
Oh,
Good
absolutely. We do the
pricing, good
anniversary
tasting,
dinners,
delicious.
everything. Yes, yes.
Yes, and so we want you guys. I'm telling you, she's going to put it on my page. So you go on my page, you have opportunity. But just in case, if you have a pen right now, Fork Fantasy, the number is 1312-662-2858. Make sure you write that number down, call in, and get your delivery and your good food. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed.
You will
It's
not
been
be
a
disappointed.
pleasure. I'm telling you, I'm so glad that you came on and you were able to share with the world. It's going to be on YouTube. So if you miss it, you can always go back to YouTube on the Conversation with Brother Raymond, and Sister Chrissy then put it on her page. So you can always go and check it out. And because we want you to be inspired, we want you to get this entrepreneur right here. And you're seeing her now,
Yes.
but pretty soon you'll be seeing her on the big screen.
Absolutely. When you see me on Top Chef going against Gordon Ramsay, now don't say like beat Gordon Ramsay. Yes.
You're welcome, Deacon Price. You're welcome. And I'm telling you, that's gonna be a challenge. I can't wait. In my mind, I seen it in Hell's Kitchen. Get out the way.
Oh yes.
I'm the chef. I'm top chef. It's a pleasure, having you on the show. We're gonna have you back because you're gonna be doing bigger and better things. And we're putting together, me and my partner, Katie Lowe, we're putting together some now for Chicago. So we're putting together BSC, we're putting together a big event. And of course, we're gonna be looking for your expertise as far as on the catering side. And then I'll be in Chicago for a little while. We can chop it up a little taste and have a good time. And as always. But I really, really I am inspired by you. You're a part of my motivation when I see you doing what you're doing as well as so many others. Deacon Price, that's one of my mentors. So we do the ministry and the mentoring. And so every time I see this, you guys just have so much. He say, love you. He love you, Chrissy.
Love
Deacon
you
Price,
too.
love you. And so I just want to know you inspire a lot of people and keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like
and I thank you for having me on the show today. I really appreciate it. It's been an honor to be here and talk to you. I really appreciate it.
I said the sky's the limit, and we already know it's going to be bigger and better things for you. Shout out to Brothers Stand Together. Shout out to Moths Helping Hands, for sponsoring this show. They keep the show going. A lot, and when a lot of times when I wasn't able to, they stepped up and they did what they need to do, and so I'm grateful to them for that. My partner in crime, Katie Lowe, she's always on the ball. We have a lot of stuff going on. We're gonna have some big events. We're gonna have some senior events that we're gonna use now. Katie Lowe, I'm saying it on live, Katie Lowe. We're gonna use Fort Fantasy for one of the senior events that you're about to do. So we got the number. Let's chop it up and see how many seniors it is, what it's gonna be, and then we can call Chris and we can make that happen.
Absolutely.
Katie Lowe, you hear me, Katie Lowe? See, don't be trying to act like you ain't get behind the scenes. Come on from behind the scenes. She hear me. You hear me?
Absolutely. You just solved the problem.
All right, there we go. Let's do it.
There you go.
So
we can have her do that, and that way we can bless the seniors as possible as we're doing our event and what you're giving away and stuff like that. That's going to be a beautiful thing. So we look forward to that. So we have your number, Chrissy. We love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
I love you guys.
Forward for you coming back on this show because you're going to be doing even greater things. We're going to be talking about your world premiere, the opening of your restaurant, how your catering service expand all across the globe and all that old good stuff. And we're looking forward to doing that. And so thank you again from Brothers Stand Together, Moths Helping Hand, Rhythm and Flow Radio. We're one big happy family, and we taking it to a whole nother level. And you help inspire many of us, and we're looking for to keep this going. And I just thank my partner. That's my partner in crime, Katie Lowe. That's my partner. And we do a lot of things, and this is it. So when I thought of you, it was good. Now we're going to have another powerful sister. I want you to come back next Friday and tune in. She's powerful. She have a clothing line. She do beads and all that stuff. Very inspiring. And so we're going to have on the show, and then following that week, we're going to finally have your partner, Kendra, finally. So we got a lineup going, and we're going to be doing good.
Oh, yes. You know some powerful people. Yes, you have.
We got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. Then we got to get Brother Pip on there from Kansas City. He's doing wonderful with the AAU tournament, and he has went on produced a lot of young men, and they going to college, and some of them are going to the pros. So we want to make sure we get him in there as well. So we thank you. We salute you.
Thank you.
Until next time, Be safe and peaceful. That big old house, that big old pretty house, Kalo. That pretty house.
Thank you.
Well, that food paid off, didn't it? It paid off, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Boy. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It
Okay,
paid
I
off.
want to remind everybody that you've been listening to Rhythm Flow Radio live stream right here on Meta, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Spreaker. I'd like to thank Brothers Standing Together, and of course, my friends at Martha's Helping Hands.org advocating for the homeless by any means necessary. Listen, we've got a long weekend coming up, and you know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go out there, like Spike Lee say, and do the right thing. Because you know if you don't do the right thing, the wrong thing is going to happen, and you heard it out of my mouth. So you
I
got
know
a
that's
long
right.
weekend. Go out there and be careful. And if you're behind, get hungry, you know what you can do. Fourth Fantasy.
Oh, Lord,
FourthFantasy.com. Pick up that cell phone, that landline phone, or get somebody's phone and call 1-312-662-2858 and get you some Fourth Fantasy. Food and be
Not
happy
regret
as
yes,
a fat
yes.
kid eating cake. Because you know what? I ain't had none, but I tell you what, these big old lips and big teeth, oh, my mouth is watering. So listen, I'm
I
gonna
can't
have
wait
some
to try it, Katie. You got to
huh?
try it. You got to try it. I can't wait for you to try
Well,
it. You got to.
girl, y'all been talking about that food. I've been back here sipping on water.
Katie Lowe, I kid you not. She did one of the galas for us.
My
And we had
post-surgery,
just met.
my
Oh
liver
my
up.
God. Woo!
I'm
I'm
having a
telling you, ain't nothing
real
like it.
hard time. So
Now,
listen,
y'all do catering too. Do y'all deliver?
Absolutely.
They do
Absolutely.
well,
deliverance
that's
services
what
too.
I'm talking
We
about.
deliver. Yes, we deliver everywhere from the suburbs to, yeah,
See?
everywhere. We go all over
See? So
Chicago.
man, ain't no excuse, y'all. Ain't no
Yeah,
excuse why y'all ain't got none of this good food in your
I
living
know
room.
that's right.
Ain't no excuse.
no
They come
All
to
excuses.
right,
you.
so
They drop it right on
say
off. Do a
we're
drive-by.
gonna
Woo!
say everybody have a good holiday weekend, and by
Yeah.
all means, you gotta have some faith. If you
Have
don't
some
have
faith
nothing
and
else,
be safe.
have some faith and some Ford Fantasy food at 312-662-2858. My name is Katie Lowe here at Rhythm Flow Radio. Good night and have a great
Good night,
weekend.
y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Come on.
Oh, hey.
Good night, everybody.